You know what else I just realized in real time? I did not put an eye primer down. Wow. I never do shadow without an eye primer. Well, hello my gorgeous ones, welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love affordable fashion and beauty. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe and stick around. And once again, if you don't know, I really love indie beauty, especially indie eyeshadow brands. Glaminatrix has a new palette out that has just landed in my possession. I'm so excited to dig in for you guys. So we have the Into the Night palette. You guys, okay. So I had this whole idea 2 years ago. It's like if I had my own palette, I would want it to go like a day into night. You know, like I want to be able to have a palette where it's like I've got daytime and then I've got night looks in it. Yes, I know there's palettes out there that exist like that, but I wanted it to be on the nose, like you knew that's what it was for. And I feel like this really exemplifies that. And I'm just so excited to dig in today. So if you want to see this up close and personal, I'm going to show you a close-up of it, just it on the palette. I'm going to show you some swatches, and then I'm going to also create 2 looks. So if you want to see me transform, keep on watching. All right, now let's open this baby up. So first, right off the bat, I have to make a note. I did get 2 damaged shades in. Now, if you don't know, Glaminatrix is an Australian brand, so it has to take quite a journey to get to me. It was packaged really well. I mean, it was wrapped with so much bubble tape, then more bubble tape, but it still had a casualty. So that is on the rocks right here. I have pressed it back together. Then we have Happy Hour here that was not pushed all the way to the pan. So the second I put my finger in it to swatch, it cracked. So I'm a little bit nervous. I did not press them with the alcohol yet. The reason why I didn't bother with it is they were so quick to say, send us a picture in the email and we will send you replacements. I've been so impressed with their customer service. This is the second time I've talked to them about something. And you know, there's brands, I know one in particular, it doesn't matter if it comes completely shattered to you, they will not replace anything. They won't give you your money back. And I just don't have any respect for that at all. And they were so quick, and it's already on its way to me within less than 24 hours. So I just have to make note of that. I'm gonna be a little bit careful showing it to you guys, but here it is, the gorgeous color story. How stunning is this? I love this because this is, I mean, grungy. It is neons. It is like you are going from Miami in the day to out at night, and it's dark, but there's still those like silvers and the blues and the lights and the way it hits. And like if you're in a club, which I'm out of the club scene, okay, don't go to the clubs anymore, but if I did, oh my gosh, this palette would be so amazing. It's giving me like 80s, but then it's also got like 90s grunge to it too. It's just so cool to me. So I do plan on doing 2 looks today. I'm gonna do 1 on each eye, and I do have a plan for which shades I want to use. I don't always plan it out. A lot of times I just wing it, but because I want to try to use every single shade and I only plan on doing 1 on each eye for this video, I'm gonna try to use all the shades. But there are some standouts for sure in here that I'm so excited to play with. This is where I'm going to insert the video of the close-up and the swatches so you can just get an idea of the shifts of some of these shimmers in here because they are gorgeous. All right, how beautiful, right? I mean, one thing that drew me to this palette is this after dark, this silver. I'm a sucker for silver. I just think it's so, so pretty. I think it's so pretty on the eyes. So I was like, yes, yes. This Bustling has a gorgeous shift that you saw in there. So does On the Rocks, this Broken shade. This Top Shelf shimmery pink looks so pretty. So I'm just gonna dive in so this video won't be too long. And I'm first gonna go in with Play Hard right here. This is the only true neutral in here, but there are some toned down, like with Cocktails is that kind of grungy mossy green. So I'm just gonna take that and start blending it here above the crease. Now I have to be honest with you guys. I always want to be honest. The mattes did not swatch the best. I have the Nearly Neutral palette by Glaminatrix, and those mattes in there are so buttery soft. When I put my finger in several of these mattes, they felt very, very dry. This one in particular, when I first swatched it, when I first put my finger in and swatched my arm, absolutely nothing came off. You can see right now though that it is building up nicely. So I'm almost wondering if there was a top layer that just needed to come off. I don't know for sure. I did talk to my friend Brittany Brave Beauty. If you guys aren't following her or sub to her, you have to. She's so sweet, so hardworking. She just had a baby, and she is like, I mean, literally just had a baby, and she already has her video up on this. So since I knew she'd already played with it, I messaged her and asked her, did your mattes feel weird? And she said no. So, by the way, I'm grabbing another brush, a skinnier tapered brush here, and I'm gonna go into Neon Lights, this pink. She was like, no, mine are like super smooth. I'm gonna put this more in the crease. She said, mine are more smooth, like they're nearly natural. And I'm like, huh, because mine are definitely not that. But I don't mind if something doesn't swatch amazing. I mean, it's fun when it does because it gets you excited, but I would rather it perform amazing on the eyes and not swatch well than vice versa. So this is definitely our test now, trying them out. I mean, so far, I'm not having issues. This Neon Lights, the hot pink, let's get a little bit closer. The way that I'm applying it, you know, with this thin tapered brush, it's not as brightly neon punchy pigmented, but I have a feeling if I was doing a different method, like the packing method, which is one of my favorite methods to do of applying shadows, because you really get the full bang for your buck of the pigment. I have a feeling it would show up better in that way, but I'm just going for something a little bit different technique-wise in my look today. So as you can see, that's not like as bright as you would have thought doing it this way. All right, now I'm gonna take this little packed brush and I'm gonna go in with Nightlife. This is the Deep Midnight Navy Blue. I'm gonna coat that, and I am gonna pack with this one on the outer edge. This is one that swatched pretty patchy, to be honest. But I do find that if something swatches patchy and you do pack it, it usually takes care of that issue. But I will have to blend it just a little bit here in a minute. Right now I'm just trying to kind of lay down this outer corner. Okay, next I'm taking the same shade and I'm gonna pack it in the inner corner. And like I said, I will do a little bit of blending out, but so far, laying it down is okay. Okay, getting a tiny bit more on a little bit more of a fluffy brush. I'm gonna take that inner part here and just kind of blend it inwards. Or is this outwards? I guess it depends on how you look at it. And actually, because I don't want to lose that pink, I'm going to go back in with this fluffier brush and kind of blend that into that deep navy blue. Sort of like a halo. And then I'm gonna kind of blend it here on the outer portion. I figured this would kind of turn it like a little bit purple when you mixed the two, but this navy isn't blending out super easily. Just gonna take a little bit of work. Okay, not the easiest, that blue is not the easiest to blend, just being honest, but I think it's looking kind of neat here. So I'm having the hardest time, like, do I go in with Bustling or After Dark? So I think I'm gonna take the darker of the two, which is the Bustling, and I'm gonna put that here in the middle. Oh, wow. Okay, that is so electric blue. Like, that is freaking gorgeous. I can already tell, I mean, this palette, when I was swatching, I'm like, it's gonna be the shimmers for me. And I think that's gonna be true, but oh my gosh. This has it has such a pretty, like, purple, blue shift. Like, oh my gosh, I see that, like, definitely that nighttime theme to that. That is so freaking pretty. And when it hit up here into the pink, it definitely brought out this, like, purple hue to it. Whew, that's pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna go into After Dark, the silver, and I'm gonna take this finger, because I just have a better angle with this finger going in this inner portion here. Ooh. That's so pretty. I mean, I wish I could create so many looks with this, because I think this shade in the center too would just be wow. I'm gonna grab this little brush right here and kind of blend that up into there. But yeah, this in the center of the lid would be so pretty. Sometimes silvers can fall flat, and like this is one, it's like Tin Man. Like, it is like so metallic and silver. I think it's so pretty. So next, with more of like a pencil shaped brush, I'm gonna take Chaser here. It is this deep burgundy wine sort of shade. And I'm just gonna lay that down in the outer corner. Ooh, I like how that runs into how this blended. Well, it maybe didn't blend extremely well, but it created kind of a purpley type of shade. So this one going into it looks really cool. And I'm gonna bring this in about 3/4 maybe, or 2/3. And then we're gonna go in with the bright pink and shade that together. I really do like that shade. It's so like deep purple with like a little bit of a red hint to it. Love it. Okay, Neon Lights, the bright pink again. We're gonna take that. Ooh, this one's kind of a little bit more powdery. Those look cool paired next to each other. Ooh, I like that. Honestly, those two on the upper lid together too would be such a fun look. But I think it's fun because you kind of have like a coolness to this shade and like more of that bright neon to this one. And the juxtaposition is so pretty. Wow, okay, I really like that. I'm gonna wait to do liner and lashes after I do the other eye too. So we're just gonna leave this one bare. And now we're gonna go into look number 2. I did want to tell you guys real quick, just a little tip. I got this Sephora dry shampoo brush cleaner and I really like it. It works really well. It says to spray 2 or 3 times directly on our brush, but I have found that if you just spray it 1 time on a paper towel and get the brush, you can just do 1 spray, cleans it pretty quickly and is very helpful. You know what else I just realized in real time? I did not put an eye primer down. Wow. I never do shadow without an eye primer. Well, I mean, this is pretty good then. Maybe it could be even better. I cannot believe I forgot to do that. Well, first time for everything. Wow. Okay, now we're gonna go into more of the greens. So I am going to take, let's see. I'm gonna take this one here. Yes, and I'm going to go into Showbiz. That is this deepest dark green. By the way, if you guys are hearing something, I still can't believe I don't have primer on my eyes. That is, come look up a little bit closer over here. That is the new ice maker I have. My husband got it for me for Mother's Day. He was like, here you go, happy Mother's Day. It's an ice maker. It's one that sits on the counter because ours broke in our refrigerator and I've been like dying because it's so crazy. I hated ice water growing up and now I love it. And I've been missing ice so much. Like I don't feel like I quench my thirst. It'd be better if I come over here. What am I doing? The primer, not having the primer threw me off. I think it's because I don't like this angle looking in the camera. I feel like I look really, really off and weird. Like my face is not symmetrical. Anyway, now we've turned into a chatty get ready with me, but which is better, you guys? Like this? I like this. I think I like this. Okay. Anyway, I'm happy to have ice again, but it's making noise. That is what I'm trying to say. All right. Yeah, this is going down pretty well. Packing it on, not bad. Not as patchy as kind of whenever I swatched this one as well. This is definitely like a subdued deep green. Okay, now I am going to go in with Cocktails right here. This is that more of a mossy green. And I'm just going to blend it in to the deeper one. See how these blend when they hit each other. I really like this shade. I think it's really pretty. It's not your typical green. It's got this brightness to it. Oh, I really, really like it. It blends pretty well into the deeper one. I'm not sure I would call this one Cocktails. That's the name of this green. I mean, I guess every shade has to be called something and you just have to, if you're set on your names, you have to pick and choose, but I guess it could be a little bit of a margarita color, a bit deeper. I really like those blended together. That looks really, really nice. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with Moonlight. That is this neon green. I'm a sucker for a neon green. And we're gonna put that more in this inner corner. Ooh, we were flying. Again, these are a little bit powdery. A little bit of kick up, not a big deal. Just tap off that excess. These neons are not as punchy, bright as they look like they are in the pan. They're a little tamer, which depending on how you look at it, that might be a good thing, might be disappointing, or might be like, no, I'm surprised because they do look so bright, but I do think this is looking really pretty, so I'm kind of cool with it. And if I think about it, if it's going into nighttime, it's probably like, oh, the brightness is dimming just a little bit. Those blend, I love those three together. Like that is really, really, really pretty. All right, for the center of the lid, again, still can't believe I don't have like primer to do these special shades, but I'm going to do Top Shelf, this pink. So we're gonna get it on the finger. And ooh, child. Ooh, child, I don't know if I was prepared. That is so pretty. This kind of reminds me now of like a dragon. That is so pretty. The shimmers are, the mattes are more subdued and the shimmers do all of the talking of the brightness and the punch, which now I'm kind of wondering if this is all really intentional, you know, like that the lights are what shows up and the backdrop is more of that, like, you know, like the colors that you see. I just messed that up. Go back in with this. I got the shimmer a little too far over. Go back with Showbiz, the deeper one, just kind of fix it. But yeah, this is actually like really genius. And they're like, we want the mattes to kind of just be like in the background. Like if you were in a city and you know, look down a street and you see these deep darkness, but then the lights, you know, like pop out amongst the dark shades that you would see. So maybe this is intentional. And if so, it's pretty genius. That is so stunning. So stunning. Okay, now maybe I'll add a little bit more light, by the way. Okay, now I'm gonna take Happy Hour. This is this peachy brightness here. And I'm just gonna pop that. Ooh, that's pretty. In the inner corner is a peach pink kind of shift to it. So pretty. Love that next to the green and the pink. Super pretty. Also would be beautiful in the center of the lid. I gotta get a little bit closer. I'm like really, really happy with this. Okay, then I'm gonna go back in with the deepest green, Showbiz. That is what we're going to put on the outer portion of the lid. I think I may just mimic what I have on the upper lid. So do this one on the outer and then go in with Cocktails and then Moonlight. The same way I did up top. Okay, now Cocktails. I'm really impressed how these greens pair with each other. I just think that's the that's the easiest blend. Ugh, that Moonlight green next to that inner corner, that Happy Hour, is so fun. So pretty. And you know what? While I have Moonlight right here, I hope I don't regret this. This is that neon green. I'm gonna kind of just take that and kind of come around this edge. There's the ice maker again. Just because the other eye's blown out a little bit more, so I'm just gonna try to kind of match that. Maybe I took away a little too much of that green though. Let's see. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, you guys, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna put on my liner and lashes and come back and do a little rundown of this palette, but I think it exceeded my swatch expectations. All right, you guys, I am transformed. I am back. Lashes, liners on, outfit change. I was like, I'm gonna dress like I'm going out for the night, like I'm a lady of the night. You guys, okay, let me get a little bit closer. Okay, I already know what I'm going to title this video. I mean, you guys already know. If you've seen, I mean, if you're here, you've seen it, but watch before you swatch. That's definitely the title of this video, because if I would have just gone on the swatches here, I would have been like, I got it done. I kind of thought that I did maybe, but okay. I mean, can I talk? Can I talk? I love this color story so much. The shimmers in here are some of my favorites in my collection now. Like, these are kind of like, I love my Adept shimmers. I love my Davina shimmers. These are just so beautiful. If you like metallic, punchy, like whenever it hits the light, it's like, wow, and you want to stop traffic, these are the shimmers for you. And if neons scare you, they don't scare me, but really these are like subdued neons. It's like as if you took a filter and put it over a neon and just kind of brought it down a little, like neons with low light. That's what these are like. And I just think that the colors play so well together. I used every single shade in here. I can still think of so many more combos that would look so good. You could definitely go lighter and just stick with like these 6 right here and do something much more like summer, bright, but then you can definitely go deeper in with these. I actually see this as a year-round palette as well. And I'm just, oh, and packaging, didn't even mention that. This is exactly like Adept's packaging. Like, I don't know if it's from the same manufacturer. It is pretty much identical. I love this like metallic blue to it. It's that faux leather. I think it's so, so pretty. So pretty. And I'm just really, really impressed. I'm so glad this ended up working out so well. You guys will have to let me know which is your favorite look. I think this one's my favorite. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're going to pick this up now. Be patient with them. Give them some grace. They do ship from far away. They are very, very kind. So if you have issues, reach out to them. And that's it, you guys. As always, have fun shopping. Budget shopping. Bye.